Welcome to Triple Overtake, the podcast where we talk all things F1 related. I'm your host, Kylan. With me are my older brother,
Mason.
and my dad.
Bjorn.
And since this is our first podcast, why don't you tell us how you got into F1?
Well, I'll start since I'm the one that got us into F1. It was during COVID when so many people were binging Netflix. I was binging Netflix too, and one of the shows that I was watching was Drive to Survive. So Drive to Survive brought me to F1. It was in 2022, as my birthday was approaching, I decided to buy myself a birthday present and get F1 TV. And I've been watching since Australia, the third race of the 2022 season.
Shortly after Dad watched Drive to Survive, I also watched because he told me to, and I did. And I believe the first race I watched was Miami, which would have been the fifth race of the 2022 season.
I started with Baku in 2022, which I think is the 8th race. I will now tell you about my favorite driver and team. When I first started, it was Sergio Checo Perez, but as I've continued watching, I think it is now more favored towards Max Verstappen. My favorite team, probably Red Bull or Haas. I'm not really too sure, but yeah.
I have been a Max Verstappen fan since day one, and my favorite team, teams don't seem to matter as much, but if I had to pick one, I might say Audi right now, because I just like both their drivers, and they're a newer team, so, or new name, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, given when we started watching, it's hard not to be a fan of Max and Red Bull. Max has just been so dominant over the past few years, and Red Bull was dominant when we first started watching. Now, of course, that's changed over to McLaren the last couple of years with the Constructors' Championship. Outside of Max and outside of Red Bull, I would say my favorite driver, and you guys make fun of me for this all the time, is Esteban Ocon. I became an Esteban Ocon fan watching Drive to Survive. I like his story. I do cheer for him all the time. And I like Haas too, Haas being the American team. I also was a fan of Mick Schumacher when he was part of the team, and K-Mag. It's hard not to like those guys. So yeah, I'd say outside of Max and Red Bull, my favorite driver would be Esteban and favorite team would be Haas.
I'm going to clarify that I still did like Max Verstappen in the seasons. I wasn't like a diehard Checo fan, but it was probably just my favorite driver at the time. And I think this is going to conclude our podcast unless there's anything else you guys want to add.
You'll get to know us in the coming episodes.